Let me make one thing perfectly clear. We're here to pump the nation.
You are cordially invited to the Scotty B. Pihh Show with Sprigg Mooks. With your host, Scotty B. Pihh. Listen, I like to listen to Drake's music. I'll listen to Drake if I'm at the crib.
So you be crying yourself to sleep?
Oh, hell no. The CEO, Sprigg. Okay, what about Lil' Kim then?
I'm definitely stroking.
Really?
Son.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Okay.
You know I'm taking down Lil' Kim. I'm not gay.
No, I know you're not. And Jedi Mooks.
Dude, what are you talking about? Arian Foster's a great pick by the Dolphins. He scored 2 touchdowns today.
Oh my God, Mooks, he's injured.
Oh, my bad.
This is the Scotty B. Pihh Show with Sprigg Mooks, presented by the Douche family. I told y'all we were going to be back this week. Welcome back to the episode 2 of the Scotty B. Pihh Show with Sprigg Mooks. I am Scotty B. Pihh. I also got my boy Sprigg here ready to go. Sprigg, how are you feeling?
Tired, man. I'm tired, and I was hoping you said October because I was going to ask you how to spell it.
Oh, well, thank you for reminding me, actually. Yes, it is October 23rd through the 24th, 2016. We also got Jedi Mooks in the building. Jedi Mooks watched a lot of football this weekend. What's good?
Yes, and what a time to be alive.
Yes. Very good work by Mooks. We left on a sour note last week. We were trying to get Bill in for some Pro-Am tips. Couldn't come through. We'll try to make some room for him today. Not too sure, but we will try to figure something out along those lines.
I thought he was going to make it, but no, not yet.
We thought so too. Big weekend in the world of football. We will get into fantasy football this week.
Yep.
A lot of players stepping up this week at the same time. Sprigg is actually going to figure out right now how his team was looking because he has no idea.
I'm probably going to be losing in every league. Watch. Every league.
That's true. Yeah, you might be right about that. We also got the results of week 1 of the Belittled Wheel. Somebody laid an egg this week. We will find out who laid an egg.
Where's Mooks at? He's been quiet already. Where's he at?
Mooks, go ahead.
Yeah, where is Mooks? I haven't seen this guy.
No, I think you're out there looking for Jamal Charles. That's what I think you're doing.
Yeah, we got to go searching for Mooks and Jamal Charles. I also want to get into the World Series, a big matchup between the Cubs and the Indians, 2 teams that haven't won a World Series in, I'm guessing, over 60 and 100 years
Like
each.
150 years.
Yeah, are you combining
No, I
them?
said total. 150 years between them, right?
Oh, total. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of years.
Yeah. Yeah. We're also going to get into the world of basketball. The NBA is back. NBA season. So many people excited about that, considering that the football just hasn't been that great this year. But we got our conference standing predictions coming up. We did have our individual awards. But first, I want to get into the world of NBA 2K17, man. We didn't get to talk about it last week. Now we get to talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We played some Pro-Am this weekend, right, Sprigg? We played some Pro-Am. We played really well. You got your badges ready, lined up. You got your grand badge. So your player looks like it's kind of set to go. Hall of Fame badges ready to roll. Yeah,
I did. I certainly did. I was out there just dropping buckets like usual. It's nothing different for me. Week in, week out, year in, year out.
Well, until you miss, and then that's when we call you Brick City Sprigg.
When I miss, it's because the game lagged. That's my final answer.
That's the universal answer for people.
I just want to use it like everybody else.
Well, we played some Pro-Am this weekend, over the weekend, with our homeboy Doom. Shout outs to him for playing with us.
We were balling. We were balling.
We balled out with my boy Doom, and I wanted to get into a little bit, just for a few seconds, about the whole esports. I understand that they got this esports thing going on with Pro-Am, but I don't like this whole concept of the walk-on because we don't get to play and get W's on our team just because, somebody is locked into another team. I wish it would be kind of multiple. I don't know if you feel the same, Sprigg, but, we do get rep, which is fine, but I would like to get some W's on a record,
that's the difference. That's the big difference between the two. That's the big difference. I mean, doing the walk-on, you take your chances of playing like, uneven matchups. You got like 2 guards playing the 4 and whatnot. But it is nice, if you're a park player, you're not really too into the Pro-Am. Pro-Am right now is at the bottom of the barrel right now when it comes to online play. And I'm talking with just the competitive folks. You know, we know a lot of competitive people in Pro-Am. They're not even playing it right now because of the glitches, the fixes, the patches that need to happen. It is just what quote unquote AIDS is what the youngsters now say when things are going in, you know, in every which direction. We were talking about the screens. The screen just said that's all people do now. I mean, like the higher ranked teams use those Hall of Fame badges, the brick wall badges with their centers and stuff, and they just set these walls of China up and they just shoot right behind it every single time because that crazy animation. I mean, how many times have we been caught in that animation where it just pulls us away from the defender? And I know you play good defense. I know I play good defense.
And also the zigzag cheese that people are doing, man. Everybody's doing
zigzag is back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
It's the second coming of zigzag. It is real.
Yeah, we played real.
Can we call those screens the Andrew Bogut cheese? Safe to say.
Oh wow, Mooks throwing shade at the Golden State Warriors. Your Golden State Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors. The 80,
they're not your Golden State
82-0 Golden State Warriors. But yeah, anytime you have those cheesing screen patterns, it's just got to be, you know, that Andrew Bogut effect. It's the only time I've ever seen something like that.
I thought that was more Draymond Green than Bogut, man.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. It was Andrew Bogut the whole time.
Andrew Bogut. Well, I wanted to talk about something that's been kind of bothering me, considering that esports is kind of trying to pick up this competitive Pro-Am gaming. I need there to be a way that my career and Pro-Am are separate this year. I feel they're not the same game mode, even though they tried to have them play as in like, hey, play my career. That's how you can get better attributes and badges to play Pro-Am. I mean, I'm okay with Park being a part of, you know, my career, but not Pro-Am, man. You know, pro clubs on FIFA has this thing where their career mode is different from their pro clubs mode. So you can have two creative players. 2K needs to do something along those lines because, you know, maybe reach a certain statistic like you do in my career and get your upgrades. You know, if you get 200 dimes in 20 games on Pro-Am, it's the same thing. You can get your badges that way. Kind of separate it because on FIFA, you go online and you start playing and, you know, the more goals you score, you raise your attributes, the assists, the passes, you know, and online gaming. And,
yeah, where you actually play games. You actually play online games.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So, I mean, I know that 2K likes to take a safer route where you can get your player up to an 86 overall, you know, just by, I guess, buying VC, which is better for most people that don't got the time. But you can't raise it to 99. And the whole VC buying thing, I'm not...
Yeah. But I'm not against that, though. I'm not against buying VC and upgrading your players. But I feel like that helps out a lot of people. I feel like that was geared towards the casual person, the casual player, the one that plays, you know, on Saturday or something like that with his buddies or whatever. I feel like that's okay. I'm not, you know, I'm not 12 or 13. I don't go straight home from school just to get on the game or anything like that. And, you know, I don't have time to keep up with the kids out here. So I don't mind spending my $25 to $50 to go upgrade, you know, two of my players or whatever like that. I can do that. That's not a problem. I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not trying to say that it's a bad thing. I mean, I'm somebody who also has bought VC to make my player better. You know, there's no problem with that. Sometimes we just don't have the time to play games and raise our players from a 50 overall to an 86 really quickly either.
Yeah.
But, you know, going back to that situation, I know Mooks is probably out of us three the only one that doesn't play my career at all, probably doesn't really touch that game mode. You know, it's, you know, with his situation, he's played pro clubs with us before. He knows how much easier it is to play and get these attributes. Mooks, would you agree that that's something that 2K should work on to being a little bit more parallel to what pro clubs does in FIFA?
Well, I look at my real life scenario. When you look at 2K with the career mode, they have they make you go through college, and I says to myself, why are you forced to pick a college and play college games? I mean, what if you want to be the next Kevin Garnett or the next Kobe Bryant? What if
Well,
you
they're going
just
by
want to be
NBA
a
rules.
star?
They're going by real NBA rules. That's why.
Yeah, but I think it's just completely wrong.
My
Making
career
you
isn't
go to
based in
college.
1995. It's not based pre 2002. It's not.
Why can't you be a walk on like your boy Hassan Whiteside?
Oh
Play
my
at
gosh!
Lebanon.
You know what? Stop. Oh, so everyone that starts my career is just gonna take the plane to Israel and Turkey, and then come back into the league. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm sure they could do that. How many cutscenes in my career do they have the players on the plane just talking?
Listen, I'm convinced
sometimes
that those are commercials.
sometimes culture shock is a good thing. Andre Blash went to China, averaged like 60 points a game, and he came back and found
Did he really?
a good job. Not necessarily 60, but
I mean, 60 is a lot. I feel like, is it 50?
I think it was like maybe 37 a game.
How do you go from 60 to
Come on,
37?
Mooks.
That is a lot.
God, with his exaggeration
Well, it's
statistics.
in
That is
China,
a whole
so
nother
we have
average
to-
for a superstar.
I'm sure that China has a conversion rate, so we'll have to research that as
Conversion
well.
rate. Come on, Mooks.
He said,
But yeah,
maybe
career
it's 37.
mode, yeah. But
How do you go from
career
like
mode is
60?
too long.
60 is
Career
such a
mode,
solid number to 37.
It is. It's a very good number. If you can drop 60 in China, you can drop 60 anywhere you want. So
No, I do not agree, sir, because Stephon Marbury was not doing what he was doing in China in the U.S.
Yeah. That's
but
true.
then again, didn't Stephon Marbury get a tattoo in his head of a star?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about people with tattoos? Check this out, man. For anybody that gets an opportunity, please check out Sprigg's My Player.
No,
Sprigg got this tattoo with like wings coming out of the back of his head,
it's nice.
touching his forehead.
It's not.
That shit is weak, dog. That shit is weak as fuck. No offense, man. Like, it looks like a target, man, for like batting practice. Like you just put him right there
No,
and just swing
I
away.
will not. It reminds me of Dipset.
Yeah. Well,
No one knows who Dipset is except for us here. So, but it reminds me of Dipset back in the day. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Hey,
Well, yeah, man. I hope they implement something like that eventually, man. Because my career's just gotten so damn boring, man. It's
boring.
Man.
It's very boring.
And speaking on more game modes on like that on 2K, I'm sorry, they also got My Team this year, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have played My Team, but these people are getting so excited over colors on a card. It's unbelievable. I mean, these are just the same cards last year. All of a sudden, you got 6-7 different colors. It's pretty funny that you got people getting.
Yeah, I just see a whole bunch. And by the way, the only time I go to My Team is just when I pass it on the menu and I go to the options just to pick some stuff. And then I go back up to my career in my park. That's all I do. That's the only time you'll see me on My Team, when it's highlighted going to options. That is it. Other than that, I don't know what the hell is going on in My Team. Everyone's talking about the content is great, this, that, and the third. And if y'all know me, all right, I was a hardcore My Team player. All right, collecting every card, getting all the diamonds, all this, that, and the third. I was the master, the one and only. I was My Team. I don't care what they say.
Well, your bio on your Twitter for a long time said you were the first ever with Kevin Durant.
that is
Diamond on
correct.
2K.
That is correct. 2K15.
Is that still like some type of medal of valor or honor for you now, Sprigg? That you were
No,
the first one ever.
Of course I do. I was the first in the world. Like, if you're the first in the world with anything, like, I put the list out.
yeah,
I put the list out. People got Durant because I told them how to. Me.
yeah. Any time that you're the first,
And I got
you
the
need
proof.
to take credit. Yeah,
And I got the
agree with you, Sprigg.
Yeah. That's all me.
It kind of
That's all
reminds me when Ray J came out with that song. When he was the first, and it was a club banger.
You mean I hit it first, right?
No, but it's just, man, going back to My Team, man, it's just, I know the cards that are there. They got some emeralds, sapphires, rubies. Man, these cards were all bronze and silvers last year.
Yeah, you read about that. And I think last year, I mean, I didn't play my team last year, but I know you did. Last year, I think the diamonds were 94.
94, I think it was. 95?
95.
95?
No, it was.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Your
I
diamond
mean,
was a 93 because 92 was the highest you can be as a gold.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not talking about MLB The Show, Sprigg?
No,
it's not.
because
I'm pretty sure.
Because it was amethyst.
Oh, it was amethyst. That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's right. You're right. Amethyst. That's right.
Amethyst went up to like
Wow.
94.
That's how
And
much
then-
we haven't played my team at all this year. We
Yeah,
forgot
it's-
that last.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing when the resident NBA 2K17 player Sprigg doesn't know what it is, and the person who hasn't touched the game mode in the last 2 years actually knows more about it than we do. But so you had like I'm guessing 90 to 90.
I remember.
92?
No, it was 90 to 94 was amethyst.
Oh, 90 to 94 amethyst. Yeah,
It was a
But
gold.
regardless, now you have all these different little colorways, and you got like 80 to 84 gold and 85 to 87 ruby and sapphire and
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
60 to 65 was hazel. 66 to 70 was topaz.
Light hazel.
light
And then,
hazel.
yeah, light hazel, and then like 70 to 72 was gray, and then charcoal was like 73 to 76. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore. There's like 35 different colors on here, but all I
You're
know
right about that.
is all them damn cards last year was bronze and silver cards that everybody is going crazy over right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I seen a diamond Kiki Vanderwig. Don't nobody want to play with no damn Kiki Vanderwig. I don't care what the hell his
Nobody.
overall is.
Who's that guy?
You don't know who Kiki Vanderwig is? Okay,
Luke's
I
lying.
figured
He
he
knows
did.
who he is.
But nobody wants to play with that. Most want to play with Kobe. They want to play with Jordan, AI, Dr. J.
But Kiki now has a diamond card, so that
That's
means
awesome.
everybody wants him, of course.
Listen,
So
going
that's
nuts. I mean, going crazy. It's like, yo, shout me out. I finally got Kiki. Like, all right, dog, you got Kiki. Good shit. Like, what the like, I don't care if you got Kiki. He was an 85 overall last year, and he had two cards. He's like an 85 and an 89, and that was it.
Even Ben Wallace, man. Ben Wallace's card last year. I don't think anybody even used Ben Wallace last year in the KOK tournament with the Detroit
Zero.
Pistons. Now
Nah,
everybody's
people took
all over
Drummond.
him. Yeah. So we'll see if we get back into the 2K conversation later on in the show. If not, we'll save some more for next week because it's a broad subject. We can go on for hours talking about it. Let's get into our first segment of the day. It is called Yeah or No. Oh boy. It's a new segment we're introducing this week. Go ahead and play that sound imaging. So, without further ado, Mooks, when you're ready, go ahead and give us our first question. All right, Mooks is unprepared. Mooks can't even find the script. What's
All right,
going
so
on, Mooks?
let's go ahead and take a look here at the first question.
What happened? You couldn't
Now-
find the...
Let's see.
Oh my goodness. Do you even have the
So
script in
unprepared.
front of you?
Mooks, do you want me
No,
to tell
I'm
you the
just-
question, sir?
No, I'm actually just trying to avoid the whole bleeping, but I guess he can have it censored.
You do
out,
know that
so-
you're not looking through papers. It should be on a screen.
Oh,
So you're
of
not
course.
flipping
Exactly.
through anything.
No, not at all. Not at all. I have it right in front of me. So, this is the first question.
Come
Will
on,
the San
Mooks.
Antonio Spurs trade LaMarcus Aldridge this year?
Look, I've been pondering this question for a while now, even since last year when he got off to a bad start. LaMarcus Aldridge, you signed a huge contract with the San Antonio Spurs, and you're upset because you're not the leader of the team? Well, let's get something straight for a second. You're not better than Kawhi Leonard offensively, and you're not better than him defensively. Kawhi Leonard is the superstar of that team. He is the leader of the team. You need to take a backseat and pump the brakes a little bit and think to yourself, hey, I'm here to win championships. I'm not here to be the guy, okay? So if I'm the San Antonio Spurs, I put him in his place because LaMarcus Aldridge needs Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard needs a Robin. So I say, no, oh boy, they're not
Ooh.
trading. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and follow up with that. And I'm going to say no, too. No. Hell no. It makes no sense to trade LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't care what he said. He wants to be the star, this, that, and the third. It makes no sense whatsoever. No. That means you're choosing Paul Gasol over LaMarcus Aldridge. That's what that means to me. And Tim Duncan retired. Not that he was like a force to be reckoned with. He was a very consistent player for the minutes that he played. I'm not shining on Tim Duncan whatsoever. He was very productive when he could be on the floor, regardless of his age, his speed, whatever. But there is no way you choose Paul Gasol over LaMarcus Aldridge. Absolutely not.
What if they managed to make a trade for like a Blake Griffin or a high profile player of that same caliber?
But that doesn't. I don't think anybody benefits from that. I mean, you have to consider the fact that, to me, LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin are equals. So nobody really wins in that deal unless you have some type of disgruntled employee situation where they need a new home. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure why you would make that trade unless it gets to the point where LaMarcus Aldridge can't be there and you might as well trade him. I don't know, Mooks. What do you think, though?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I say we go ahead and trade him. Oh, yeah.
We. You're San Antonio Spurs now.
Well, if I'm having a say in whether he leaves or stays, then I guess I'm a part of the solution. So if San Antonio does trade him, I believe it's going to be to get faster. I think that with Duncan retiring might have boosted up the speed for San Antonio. Pau Gasol may have slowed it down a little bit, but everyone else is also getting old. So, I mean, looking long term, LaMarcus Aldridge is a young dude, but he's still, in my opinion, he's a traditional power forward. He's, one of those pick and pop guys, just a rebounding guy. But
he's a scoring machine.
He is a scoring machine, but you also got Kool-Aid Leonard. And you're not going to take away.
He's not going nowhere. He's going to put up his points. He's going to get his steals. He's the man. He's the man in San Antonio. That's it.
LaMarcus Aldridge needs to understand that. I mean, there's Kawhi
yeah,
Leonard
absolutely. That's why LaMarcus is pissed. He's pissed because of that.
Yeah. And you're talking about somebody like Kawhi Leonard, who is a NBA Finals MVP, who locked down LeBron James in 2014, and you got somebody who can score, who is also the reigning two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi Leonard can guard 1 through 4. Like, the thing is that LaMarcus Aldridge is a liability on defense. Kawhi Leonard can guard somebody like LaMarcus Aldridge. So LaMarcus Aldridge needs to understand that he's not the best player. He can't be the leader. I don't care how much older you are than Kawhi Leonard.
He knows how to get open too. That's the thing, man. People don't give Kawhi enough credit.
Yeah,
how well he can move without the ball. I feel like he doesn't get that credit. He is another. He can be a 25-point scorer. He can. I see it. He can definitely do that.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. I got the second question. Do the Vikings have a legit shot at winning the Super Bowl?
Ooh. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll jump in on this one here. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to say no. They have zero offense still. Sam Bradford looked good a couple games or whatever. That's fine. If you can't show it consistently, how do you expect to win the playoffs? Yeah, your defense is really, really good. But there's no one who stands out on offense. Your one person who stood out on offense, AP, not going to be there. He's done. And if he does come back, it's going to be late in the year. We won't know where Minnesota's at right there. They might. They can get into the playoffs. Super Bowl, nah, no way. Teams are going to be just stacking them. They're going to be rushing Sam Bradford because they have absolutely no run game, none. Their defense can't bail them out for 16 games in the regular season and then sit there and knock out 2 to 3 in the playoffs. No way. I can't see it happening. Sorry, Caldy.
You know, yeah, sorry, Caldy. We've seen defenses single-handedly win championships before. We just saw it last year with the Broncos. The Broncos led Peyton Manning to the promised land, won the entire game the way they shut down Cam Newton. Is this defense that good? No, they're not. They're decent, but they're not the best defense in the league. They can't win a Super Bowl that way. Why? Because they also have dismal quarterback play. The Vikings are not making the Super Bowl, much less winning it. They're not even winning the division. Why? Because the person that's going to win the division is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is leading his team way past the Vikings. I don't care if the Vikings are 4-1, 5-1. The Vikings are not winning the division. They don't have Aaron Rodgers, plain and simple. Aaron Rodgers wears green and yellow. He's going to lead his team to the playoffs. The Vikings have Sam Bradford, who will probably just mess it all up, screw it all up towards the end of the year. I say no. Sorry, Caldy. Sorry, Wick 2K. You know, it's just that simple. You don't even have a great running attack. So, I mean, there's no way in hell that I see you guys winning the Super Bowl, much less making the playoffs. I mean, you won't make the playoffs, but you won't make the divisional round. So, sorry, Calderon Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry,
Right.
Wick 2K, because it's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and kindly say no. And and my
Such a
response
gentleman.
to that hashtag go Hawks.
Very gentlemanlike.
Very gentlemanlike.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Go Seahawks.
Go
Okay.
Hawks it is, of
Go
course.
Seahawks. Next question.
Okay, Mooks, thank you for that. Go ahead, Sprigg. Question number 3.
You
What happened? What happened,
would
Sprigg?
you eat a fried rat if it meant you could have a one-nighter with your celebrity crush?
Sprig,
No.
go ahead and go first. Answer
No.
your question.
I'll
Oh
go
my
ahead and
God.
answer that question first.
Thanks, Mooks.
All right,
I'll
go ahead,
go
Mooks.
ahead and say yes. Now, now, guys, let me tell
Oh,
you.
this needs to
let
be
me
good.
tell you this. Let me tell you something. Okay, I live
That's so
in Miami.
disgusting, man.
I live in Miami, and I've seen things.
Yeah, of course.
as fried alligator, fried dolphin. There's all kinds of different things.
Fried
that they're making
dolphin?
now.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, there is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Bro,
dolphin
there's not a
sandwich.
fried dolphin out there. That is no way. No, come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Yes, shout outs to
Fried
Flanagan's.
dolphin.
You make the
They're
greatest
dangerous,
dolphin
aren't they?
sandwich ever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. So you can actually purchase a dolphin sandwich here in Miami. And
Call the dolphin sandwich, but like it's tuna or something.
Yeah.
that celebrity crush. I mean, I'm kind of old school, man. I still have
Who's
my
the celebrity crush that you would eat that fried rat for? Then?
well.
Taking a big risk out there.
I mean, you're committed. You're committed to this.
Yeah,
To eat,
committed is the word I was
to
looking
eat,
for.
To eat a fried rat, I would have to go with Kamora Lee Simmons when she was in that Genuine
God.
video.
Mooks, come on, man.
What?
Kimora Lee Simmons.
Going to the Genuine video, that she was just godly.
Listen, man. Listen.
Oh, God, you're going back
Nowhere in
in
the
time.
question did it say you can go back in time to get your celebrity crush after you eat fried rat. You're going back to a Genuine video?
Oh yeah,
No one even
in
knows
those.
Genuine is.
Oh, yeah.
That's 10 years
Oh,
ago, man.
Kimora
I can pick. I can pick a current day celebrity, but I mean, if we're talking about celebrity crush, then yes, I have a crush on Kamora Lee Simmons, formerly Kamora Lee Simmons.
I'm gonna say no, never, not, no thanks, no gracias. I'd rather just pick up a regular average chick on the block and be okay with that. You're not gonna see me eat a fried rat. There's just no way. There's no way. I mean, oh God, that is disgusting. I thought about this question and it just seemed so out of touch for me to even think about doing something along those lines. Like this is not something that I would never even think of. I don't even think I would put this on my worst enemy. That is disgusting, Mooks. I can't believe you. I can't. I would not do this.
man.
Sorry about that.
I can't plead the fifth.
No, you can't. You need to
This-
answer this question.
I mean,
right
do
now.
Okay, so look, I mean, how is it prepared?
Okay.
I
Let
need
me
to know how
let
it's
me let me
prepared.
ask you the question like this, Sprig. Would you eat a fried rat if it meant that you could have a one night stand with Dolly
I knew you were gonna say it.
Castro?
I knew you were gonna say it. Dolly Castro is just gonna have to hate me for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Hell no, man. Have you seen a rat? You seen the little teeth and the little teeth, man? I'm not doing none of that, man. Are you?
Well, you're not gonna eat the teeth. You're gonna.
It doesn't
pick
matter.
that
That's
out.
part of the rat, man. And no, like, ew, man. This is hell no, man. There's 7 billion people in this world, bro. Okay, 7 million. Or no, 7 billion. 7 billion.
Billion, yeah.
All right. There's got to
7
be.
billion
There's
people.
got to be a billion bad chicks out there that I'll take without having to eat the fried rat. Dolly Castro is fine as all hell, okay? And you are a rat bastard for bringing her up for this question. I feel like you were personally attacking me. Like you wanted my reaction out of that question. That's why
I was trying to. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but I was looking for your reaction. And I loved every single second of it, but I'm still surprised that Mooks, man, picking a 2004 version of Kamora Lee Simmons.
All right, guys. All right, so you know what? I'm about to win this with one question, and this question is for Sprigg.
Mm-hmm.
Have you eaten Chinese food?
For Sprigg.
Yeah.
Then you have eaten fried rat.
No, man.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Stop. No, I
That's
haven't.
Next question.
No, I have not.
All right. Is it okay to give the armrest privilege to the person that is in the middle seat of an airplane?
No. No. They should have picked you can pick your damn seat on a plane. Why the hell are you sitting over there?
Okay, but what happens if it's some type of emergency? I mean, something happens in the end. It's a last minute thing. You got to be considerate, man, and respectful of those people.
There's no.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm there first. My armrest.
Look, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be selfish in this matter that if I'm sitting in the middle, yeah, you better give me the armrest. I mean, I don't give a damn. I don't care if I don't have privileges or whatever. I want that armrest. But if I'm sitting in the corner seat, no, man, you better not take my armrest. And that's just that simple.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, and I'm gonna
teaming up with Sprigg.
Yeah, I'm gonna team up with Sprigg on this one.
Yeah.
And if you get to the seat first, you got first dibs. You can put your elbows, you can put your feet up, and the person in the middle he's just gonna have to deal with it, he or she.
Wait a minute, but what about if you get there first and you got the middle seat?
Well,
I mean,
catch them
don't
off
you got
guard
dibs?
as soon as their elbow goes up. Just gotta sneak it in there.
Yeah, you gotta. You have to make that eye contact. Like, yo, I run this. That is my seat. And that's
just
it.
be like, ma'am, I think you dropped something, and then once they go down and you see that their elbow gets out of the way, just drop your elbow and pretend like nothing happened.
No, you know what? I don't even have this problem. I fly first class.
Oh, of course. There you go. Fancy Sprigg. Fancy meeting you here, Sprigg.
Oh, and I got this. I think I want to take this last question here. I'll read this one off. We'll just move right into it. We'll end it with the first clash. I said clash. First class drop mics. Do you feel obligated to return the favor to a gift giver? Scotty, I'll ask you first.
No. Why do I say that? Listen, unless it's a simple situation of, it's a Christmas gift or birthday gift. If you give me something randomly, I don't care. I mean, why do I got to feel the obligation I have to go out and get something? Like, am I going to leave work if somebody gives me something? Hey, I thought about you. Here's this, man. Or here, have this, man. It's something that I don't need. Okay, yeah, let me go out of my way to go buy you something.
Oh, holidays don't count, but yeah, I hear your point.
Very well put.
What about you, Mooks?
Well, even though I somewhat agree with Pihh on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because even though you do not, even though you're not obligated to do it per se, but the fact that somebody went out of their way to get you something, it's demonstrating that, you know, maybe that person is worth for you to give them something back. So people are not just going to give you something out of spite. So the good thing to do, the good thing to do would be to give something back, even if it's something small, even if it's something that they weren't expecting. But it's always good to give back. You never know. You know, the same way there's bad karma, there's good karma. So anytime you do something good for someone.
Yeah, but you're talking about returning a favor to the person. Like, if you're talking about karma, it's more about, like, paying it forward. Like, somebody got you, and then you got the next person that comes along. Like, that's a little bit different, I would think.
Well, you should.
Yeah, we're not Buddhist here, so karma doesn't count.
If someone does give you a gift, you should give them a gift back. You know. You should, and you know, it's a delicate topic, because someone can give you an expensive gift, someone can give you a gift that has a lot of sentimental value, and sometimes it's hard for you to match or one up it, because, you know, let's face it, if you buy me an iPad, I'm not gonna go out and buy you an iPad. I'm probably gonna get you a T-shirt from Marshalls. So.
Oh God! T-shirt from Marshalls, really?
Should. The moral thing to do is
that doesn't make you a saint, man. That's not saint-like.
No, you're right. You're right. But you should. It's part of the human spirit is to always give back.
Marshalls. Oh God.
They have some good shirts.
Marshalls, $5.99.
I don't know how to take this question. I'm thinking the other side of this question, because if I don't give gifts to men, okay? If I give a gift to a female, okay, and I'm not talking about family or nothing like that, she better be giving me something back, and I'm talking about laying those cheeks out. All right, she better give me something back. Obligated, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah.
Yeah,
you better return that damn gift as a giver. Better.
Oh, of course.
Okay. I mean, well, that's a good observation on how to get things.
Common courtesy. If you bought her 6-piece nuggets.
If you give her 6-piece nuggets, you better get 6 pieces of action right there.
No, but seriously, I mean, if I give a gift to somebody, I mean, you got to do something back. It's just. You had to. There's no reason for me to get. It's out of thought. I mean, if it's your girl, don't count. You know, just random gifts to the girl, whatever. But you know what? Even if it is your girl, she better be ready to lay it out that night.
Laying it down.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
With some sweet and sour sauce.
Sour sauce.
Send us your questions, and maybe your question will appear on the yeah or no segment. When we come back, Sprigg got his picks of the week for us. Is Matthew Berry safe picking again? We'll see if Sprigg exposes him. And also, we will talk about the football weekend, and hopefully we do not have to talk about that Seahawks-Cardinals game last night. We'll be back. The Scotty B. Pihh Show with Sprigg and Mooks is brought to you by my mixtape. Music is my Hennessy, coming out 2017. Well, we are ready. I teased it at the end of the last segment. I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and start Sprigg's picks. Sprigg, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm ready.
Alrighty then. Let's go with Sprigg's picks. So I'm looking through Michael Fabiano's start and sit list for the week, and he decides that he wants to put on the sit list Jeremy Hill. Sprigg, your thoughts?
Expert analysis by Fab himself.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Denver has the #1 defense. Good job.
That's
Good
very
job.
True. So Sprigg, did you hear this news? Matthew Berry has Drew Brees we're coming back right now in a must start against the Giants this week. Your thoughts?
Typical.
Yeah.
This guy Matthew Berry, man. He's the biggest safe picker of them all. Of them all.
Of them all, like Sprigg says every week, we're going to find out once again if Sprigg has all the right evidence of Matthew Berry being a safe picker, like he likes to say.
He is a safe picker, but he's got a light week. He is so lucky. And
wait, you weren't able to catch him? Is what you're saying?
It's a light week. I don't like the picks, but they were lighter than they usually are.
Okay.
They were lighter.
So
too many big names out there, but
how many do you have this week?
I have 3 for his love that I just safe picker. He safe picked them, and I have only 1 hate. I only have 1 hate.
Okay, so let's start with number 3.
Already. So Matthew Berry, like I said, safe picker of them all. Jaquez Rogers. Am I saying that right? Jaquez Rogers, right?
Jaquez.
Because I know it's pronounced like 8 different ways. Jaquez Rogers.
Jaquez.
Okay. He loves Jaquez Rogers. Okay. And I've said this before. He is the only damn running back in Tampa Bay right now. I cannot name the other running back on that team. Their punter might be their number 2 on the depth chart, running back. Safe picking ass Matthew Berry. Of course, I would love Jaquez Rogers too.
The only running back.
Yeah, the only running back on the team.
Number two.
Very familiar. Spencer Ware. I'm going to let that sink in for a little bit. Jamal Charles hasn't practiced all week.
Yeah.
Knee is swelling. Oh, God. Oh, ACL tear. Yeah, whatever. Spencer Ware. The only running back. And you just traded nowadays. He said there's not enough carries. There's not enough running backs. Everybody is hurt. What are you doing? But of course you would love Spencer Ware.
Of course.
Why not? He's going to get all the touches, all the catches.
Who is the number 1 safe picking love pick by your boy Matthew Berry?
Pick it. Andy Dalton.
I didn't see that. That's a good one.
It is Andy Dalton. I know people don't like Andy Dalton. Okay?
Tell me why.
The Red Rifle himself is going against the abysmal Browns.
Of course.
I don't see this. Why do you have to tell somebody you love Andy Dalton? I'm starting any and everybody who's playing against the Browns. If I could put a punter, I mean just the field goal kicker. I'm any kicker in the league, any running back, any
I mean the kicker, the punter, the defense, everything.
Everybody.
Oh my goodness, that's a great pick.
And those are my loves of Matthew Berry.
Okay, those are your loves. So give me the big hate of the week.
The big hate of the week. Your boy Matthew Berry says that he hates Carson Wentz against the Vikings.
Of course. And why could that be? Why could that be?
I don't know. Maybe it's because the Vikings have the best damn defense in the league. Maybe it's because they've obliterated every quarterback they've gone against. Maybe because they were 5-0, but they're not 5-0 anymore.
Definitely.
But
not.
Of course you hate Carson Wentz against the Vikings. He just had a terrible game last week. There's finally tape on him now, so people know how to get. As long as they had to put pressure to him on their weak side, they have no damn line on the right side now. Remember, Lane Johnson is gone.
I think he
safe picking ass Matthew Berry.
I think he did a good job this week. If you were only able to get one out of that was really big time, but once a safe picker, always a safe picker. I didn't like them,
but no. This is just the one that stood out the most to me. It's just come on, man. Like
it was the obvious.
I feel like
choice.
He's insulting intelligence when he's saying stuff like this. It's like you shouldn't even be playing fantasy football if this is going to be the case.
That that the defense was pretty good, but it was very surprising to see the Philly defense play much better. The defense played so much better than the Vikings defense yesterday. Mooks, you got to watch a little bit of football this week, and that was Sprigg's picks of the week. Sprigg gives it to you every week. He lets you know why you should not listen to Matthew Berry, because those are the same answers you can give yourself. But going back to that game yesterday, Mooks, I don't know if you watched it, but at the beginning there was about 4 or 5 consecutive turnovers to start the game between Philadelphia and Minnesota. It was abysmal football, and I gotta say, this week of football was horrific, all the way up to yesterday night's game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. I apologize.
That game was so bad.
It was horrific. I apologize to Mooks firsthand, because I know he's a big-time Seahawks fan, and to have to be put through that,
Seahawks.
to have to be put through that
The Miami
torture
Seahawks. Yep.
was bad. There was bad. There was really a lot of bad football yesterday. I mean, now we know why the ratings are so bad.
The game was so bad. I mean, if you just went into the game, if you just turned on the TV and saw the game in the fourth quarter, you would think the game had just started with that score.
It was a baseball score.
It was so bad. It was one of the worst football games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was.
If you think that's bad, you should have seen my fantasy opponent. He started the kicker Brown from the Giants.
Oh no!
I did see that.
No,
I did see that. What a he had the whole week to change him.
Oh no!
Probably gonna blame it on him going to London.
Who was this, Mooks?
Or supposedly being in London.
I'm not quite sure who it was. I would have to take a look.
Who was it? Who was it, Sprigg?
Someone in the Twitter league.
It's Dick's out for Harambe Alex.
Oh no!
Shout outs to Alex ESPN.
Alex ESPN with the safe pick of the week.
Yeah, you don't score points for domestic violence.
Should have listened to Matthew Berry when he told you to sit him.
Yeah, Matthew Berry would have went on there and be like, I hate Josh Brown this week. You know why? It's because he confessed to domestic violence and slaving his wife. Thanks, Matthew Berry. I didn't know that.
And then Sprigg would have came in with no shit. Of course you're not going to start him because he can't even play.
Oh, listen, when I was reading over that love-hate, I was looking for Josh Brown. Oh, boy, if I would have seen Josh Brown on there, I would have said nothing else about anybody. We would have talked about Josh Brown for 30 minutes.
Yeah, man, that's too
for
funny.
Ryan Matthew Berry.
That is too funny. Mooks, you got any observations of the football being played yesterday? I know you are happy about the Dolphins' victory. Jay Ajayi, man, back-to-back games, 200-yard rushing. I don't like coming back to talking about the Dolphins, but it just so happens that these first 2 weeks of podcasts, they've won games and they've won them convincingly, even though they only won by 3 points, but they did come back and have a good game. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Any games? I know Sprigg didn't get to watch too many games. It's so funny, right, Sprigg, that you didn't get to watch any games, but the one game you got to watch is the game you wish you didn't.
Oh my gosh. And I was just like, oh, you know what? Well, I at least get to catch one game tonight. I can chill back, relax, after we get some of the recording done. And I'm over here like, what the hell is going on? Like, did they stop the game in the first quarter? Like, looking, I'm like, damn, all right, look, I guess it just went to halftime. Score the same 3-3, 3-0, whatever the hell. Oh my God, so bad, man, so bad.
Mooks,
Seattle shut down.
Off the whole next day.
David Johnson.
David Johnson did his thing. He didn't score, but he did his thing. That's for sure.
And that's perfect.
He has a career of 20. I think it was 22 games and 23 touchdowns. I forgot the ratio, but it was something similar to that.
No, he's
Seattle made him look like a dud.
He's an insane athlete, bro. He's an insane football player.
I like the segue, Mooks. I appreciate the segue as we move on from that, because I don't think anybody else wants to talk about anything else about the football weekend. It was just that bad.
Football died yesterday.
Let's move on, speaking of David Johnson, to the results of the belittled wheel this week. I am ecstatic to talk about the results. So let's go ahead across the room and let's all tell each other how many receiving yards our player, who we had, and how many receiving yards they had. I will go first. I had David Johnson, and he came up with 58 receiving yards this week. Sprigg, go right ahead.
I had Le'Veon Bell, and he came away with 68 yards.
So you're first place right now. Oh, it all comes down.
I am in first place. Now we're just waiting for Mooks' results.
Yes, let's do it. Drum roll, please. And Mooks, who was your...
Jamal Charles caught one reception for 0.9 yards.
No.
Just excited for week 2 of the B-Little, guys.
Jamal Charles did nothing, man. He saw the football from the sideline. That's it.
You know what? Let's go ahead and replay Mooks' prediction last week.
The Chiefs are going to use Vaseline with. I mean, they're going to go on it. And who better than Jamal Charles to catch a few receiving touchdowns from the backfield? So, Jamal Charles.
And, of course, Mooks was absolutely correct about that prediction. Well, so as we stand right now, we have Sprigg with 2 points. I stand in second with 1.
Jamal Charles
and
had
Mooks,
yards. That's right.
Has as many points as Jamal Charles has
0
receiving yards. It stands in last place at 0. So we're doing our belittled wheel once again. So we'll have that for you towards the end of the show. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the World Series. And Mooks has a biased prediction for one team. We'll check it out when we come back. Oh, we might have Bill. Maybe. I'm not sure. Man, we've had a terrific show. Once again, episode 2. We just keep getting better and better. Or if you're Mooks with your predictions, you get worse and worse. Sprigg, I got bad news. We're going to have to reschedule Bill again. We only got about 10 minutes here.
He's so excited. He can't wait.
You're gonna have to do me a favor and call him and reschedule. We don't really have much time. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about the World Series. You guys are excited? We got Cubs, Indians, World Series, collision course. What are you guys looking forward to?
Oh, I'm looking for the Cubs to get swept.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm looking for them to get swept.
That's
no close games. That's what I'm looking for.
I think the Cubs are gonna win. They got heavy bats. They got Kyle Schwarber coming back. You know, they have good pitching already. John Lester has been phenomenal all postseason. Kyle Hendricks dominated that game 6 against the Dodgers, outdueled Clayton Kershaw. I know the Indians' best chance is to be able to get Andrew Miller in the game by the 6th inning. You would agree, Mooks?
I agree, and I have 2 words for you: Corey Kluber.
Okay. Let's
Corey Kluber.
And with that excellent work,
he's going to pitch all games. Yeah, every single night.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, let's go ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and get into Mooks' biased predictions, MLB edition. And now, let's take a trip down Jedi Mooks' lane.
Jeremy Lin is an elite point guard in this league. Tim Tebow will be an NFL quarterback for years to come.
This guy.
In a segment we like to call Mooks' biased
unbiased
predictions. Mooks' unbiased predictions. I am very awaiting his prediction for the World Series. Mooks, who do you got for the World Series, and who is your World Series MVP?
The World Series will be won by the Cleveland Indians.
Oh.
My MVP. 3 words: Corey Kluber.
So, how many games do you expect Corey Kluber to pitch in the World Series? How many innings in total would you say?
I expect him to pitch 19 innings. He will pitch 3 games. He will give the Indians 3 wins. Andrew Miller will get the 4th.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well
Sprigg,
then.
Sprigg,
Oh,
your
yeah.
rebuttal for Mooks'
Well
prediction is well done.
No, I think he's giving the Cubs too much credit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I got him getting swept, man. I got him getting the sweepers out. Cleveland will be back celebrating another championship.
Oh, no, please. Don't you even dare.
Mhm.
I don't want to give my
Mhm.
prediction. I don't want to jinx anybody. So we will move on. And let's move on to a very important topic. Let's talk about the NBA season coming up tomorrow night. We got the Chicago Bulls versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Or is it the Knicks? I keep getting confused with that, man. I'm already talking about NBA and
It's,
I can't even think of the teams.
I know the Warriors are playing. It's Knicks and Cavs first game.
Knicks
7
and
o'clock.
Cavs, 7 o'clock. So I want 2 names of the NBA teams that will be playing each other in the finals this year. Sprigg, you go first.
Warriors, Cavs. Easy does it.
The obvious pick. Very good. Mooks. All right. And Mooks, who do you got for the NBA finals? Please surprise me.
Warriors refs.
Refs? What? Refs?
The refs?
Referees, Warriors.
Oh, God. And who's the team that's being represented from the East, Mooks?
Whoever the referee select, which could be between Cavs, Heat, Raptors, or the
He
Knicks.
said, why the hell did you bring up the Miami Heat, Mooks?
Because they have a great chance at making the NBA Finals this year.
He brought him up second after the Cavs.
Oh, God. Oh, no, man. Come on, Mooks. Come on. Oh, man. We got...
The Heat are deep. The Heat are young. Pause. And
yeah,
they have a
deep
great
one.
chance to win this year.
All
Yes.
right. I got the Warriors and the Cavs taking the same pick like Sprigg. I'm not going to even mention the Miami Heat or the Toronto Raptors. And who else did you say? The Nets or the Knicks?
The Knicks.
Oh,
The
God.
Knicks.
All righty then.
The Knickerbockers. Yes, the Knickerbockers.
All righty then. So let's give out our belittled wheel. Let's find out who we got for the belittled wheel this week. I don't think we should play the sound imaging. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and play the sound imaging for the belittled wheel. We must. No, you know what? Forget it.
My gosh.
We don't got time for the belittled wheel. We don't even got time for Bill. So let's make our picks for the week for the belittled wheel. Losers first. Mooks, who is your... Oh, by the way, Sprigg, let them know what the position and category is for this week.
Okay. We did this offline this time.
Mm-hmm.
We have kickers for the position
Okay.
and most field goals.
Most field goals made.
Most field goals made, correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's start with losers first. Let's start out with number 0. Mooks, who do you got?
I will select Hauschka, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Even though off air you gave us a complete different name.
I was going with the typical. I thought he was going to go Janikowski like he does everything else.
I go second because I didn't win this week, and I'm
This
going
is
with
dirty.
Dustin Hopkins from the Washington Racial Slurs, aka the Redskins.
You are the dirtiest guy in Miami right now for that.
I should go shower.
You should go shower.
Sprigg, who do you got? You go last. Who do you have?
Well, then I'll go ahead. Since
Go
I
with
can't take
Janikowski?
Dustin Hopkins, I'll go ahead and I'll take Adam Vinatieri.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, buddy.
You sick son of a
Oh, I
gun.
thought you were going to say Olindo Mare, but yeah, that's a good pick.
Let's go Chip Lowmiller.
So
go.
that's
Let's go.
our belittled wheel. We will have the sound imaging next week. We ran out of time. Before we go, let's find out. Sprigg, what are you doing? Just here asking you a question. Alrighty then. Here's Cornball of the Week. Are you done? So, Sprigg had the Cornball of the Week last week. I've come across something that some people could say is delusion, horrific. A Twitter user by the name, let's give this guy credit, even though I'm sure he wouldn't want it from how bad this thread is you can find him at John Borelli 8. John Borelli 8. So John Borelli 8 decides that he wants to make a thread, you know, the Twitter threads that people make, you know, with opinions. He decides to make his off of NFL quarterbacks, right?
Okay.
Ranking the 30 best quarterbacks in the league from last to first. Now, I have the list here, but
I haven't even seen the list, so I'm waiting.
I have the list here, but I also have some of his tweets for his opinions on why he has those quarterbacks on there. Now, I want you to, off the top of the head, give me one name that you would think he would have in the top 15 that doesn't deserve to be in there. But just
that doesn't deserve?
Yeah, that wouldn't deserve to be on there.
RG3.
No, but close. Now now let me give you these rankings. He has Jared Goff at 32. This is obviously was made in August, so so he was expecting Jared Goff to play. He has Jared Goff at 32. He has Sam Bradford at 31. Now this is where it gets interesting, Mr. Cornball of the Week. At number 25, he has Brock Osweiler, and at 26 has Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Now, this is what he wrote for Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, no way around this one, Falcons fans. Ryan has underperformed for years now, and it's not really an option to play like shit at this point. Julio Jones makes him, and for whatever reason, he can't pull through in big games. This is a make-or-break year for Ryan to perform, because otherwise, I think it's time to look at other options at the QB position. Now, I know this guy isn't a NFL analyst, but you have to refrain from going on Twitter and making yourself look so stupid by saying that Matt Ryan is number 26, ranked behind Brock Osweiler. Ranked behind Ryan Tannehill, ranked behind Alex Smith. And here is the kicker.
Behind Tannehill?
Yes, and here is the kicker. Matt Ryan is 12 spots behind Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Whoa. Holy tits.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is 12 spots ahead of Matt Ryan.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, 12 spots behind, in front of Matt Ryan.
Man, all I have to say about Fitzpatrick, wasn't he offered the role to play Matt Murdock in Daredevil?
What?
For those of you who don't know who Matt Murdock is, he is a lawyer who is blind and fights crime at night. Let me remind you again that he is blind. Sorry about that, guys.
This is the Scotty B. Pihh Show with Sprigg and Mooks. Find us on YouTube and SoundCloud and on Twitter at The B. Pihh Show.